A pleasant day, future teachers. Today, we'll be discussing this article that I read from the internet, and this is from slidemodel.com. And it is all about 5 problem-solving strategies to become a better problem solver. So together, let us read and understand what is in this article. Problem-solving strategies to become a better problem solver. A lot of people would agree on the fact that life is full of challenges. That's true. And those challenges are the problems that we encounter every day. People become proficient enough when it comes to catering small problems or issues in hand. That's correct. Kapag meron tayong mga problema na maliliit pa lang, what we have to do is to solve it right away. Kasi kapag pinalipas pa natin yung mga panahon, maybe that small problem would become a worst in the future. So, kung may mga simpleng problema, we solve it right away. However, those who attain exceptional insights into problem solving can gain success in the long run. Tama yan, ano? Ang mga nagiging successful people are those who have exceptional insights when it comes to problem solving. At mahalaga na hasain natin ang ating mga sarili, hasain natin ang ating mga future students to become good problem solvers para sila ay maging successful in the future. That is actually the role of mathematics sa mga kabataan ito at sa atin mismo. Problem solving can enable anybody to gain an edge over their peers and achieve more. The bigger the problem, the difference is the approach. Yan. We all are tasked with some form of problem solving, whether it is in our workplace or even homes. So kayo, bilang mga estudyante, meron kayong sarili ninyong problema. And us as teachers, as your teachers, meron din kaming mga sarili naming problema. Okay? So pare-parehas tayo may mga problema at pare-parehas tayo na kailangan nating i-solve yun. Magkakaiba nga lang tayo ng mga strategies because we have different problems. It doesn't really matter whether you're solving a challenge for your client, ayan, kung nagtatrabaho na kayo, discovering new problems to solve, or even helping to solve one problem. Having a dedicated problem-solving technique can flourish you as a whole. Totoo naman yan, hindi lahat ng problema ay may generic steps or strategy para ma-solve mo siya. Bawat problema ay may special strategy na dapat kang i-apply para ma-solve mo siya. Okay? Like for instance, if we take an example of a manager's role, he or she is liable to solve every business challenge in the way with the appropriate resources. Totoo naman yon, kung manager ka na, talagang liable ka na i-solve lahat ng challenges, lahat ng mga problems sa iyong business. Confidence to solve a problem is required here. That's right. Kasi di ba kahit sa simple mathematics problem, if you do not have that confidence to solve that particular problem, then di mo talaga siya masosolve ng maayos. So sa sarili mo dapat sabihin mo agad na kaya mong i-solve yan. Makakaya mong i-solve yan. And in that way, you gain confidence in solving that particular problem. Okay? Let's move ahead and understand what is problem solving and what it actually represents. In simpler terms, a problem-solving technique is a framework to cater challenges quickly and in a precise manner. That's right. Kaya nga sa mathematics, di ba? Kapag sumobra ka ng isa, like for example, the correct answer is 25 and you answered 26. Tama ka ba? Hindi. Because we know that 25 is totally different from 26. Their values are totally different from one another. That is why preciseness and accuracy is very important in mathematics. And that is true also to problem solving. Dapat precise and accurate ang maging sagot, no? Ang maging solution mo into a particular problem. If you are looking forward to solving problems in hand without much difficulty, you can consider improving your problem-solving skills. Totoo naman yun, may mga tao na parang ang dali-dali lang sa kanila. na mag-solve ng mga problems. May mga tao naman na para bang ang bigat na magdala ng mga problema. Kasi nga, meron silang different ways of solving the problems. Kaya yung problem-solving skills, napakahalaga sa tao niyan. Okay? Dapat tayo, kaya nating magdala ng problema, and then, habang dinadala natin siya, sinosolve natin siya. As you gain experience with problem solving, you might develop your own set of techniques as well as strategies. That's true. Kapag binigyan ka ng problema, isipin mo ito ay paraan para maging mas mabuti o mas maging magaling kang problem solver. Isipin mo na ito ay ibinibigay sa iyo para mas mahasa ka pa. However, for now, let's explore the components of a dedicated problem-solving endeavor. Ito yun. We will be discussing all these. The 4 stages of problem-solving, 5 well-known problem-solving techniques, and obstacles that you might encounter solving a problem. So, ito yung pag-uusapan natin dito sa article na to. Let's start with the 4 stages of problem-solving. 4 stages. As you still remember, we have Polya's problem-solving strategy. 4 step din yun, ano? And here is another strategy. The 4 stages of problem-solving. The first stage is, of course, understanding the problem. Hindi mo masosolve ang isang problema nang hindi mo siya naiintindihan. Then you brainstorm. Kung meron kang kaibigan, o kaklase, o kasamahan, o member of your family, pwede kayong magtulong-tulong. Pag-isipan ninyo, mag-exchange of ideas and insights kayo. And then from that, makakabuo kayo ng strategy, then you'll be forming your solution for you to be able to arrive at the answer. So this is the 4 stages of problem solving. Let's discuss it one by one. The first stage is understanding the problem or understanding the challenge. Challenge yung ginagamit niya sa problem. One of the first step is to really define the problem. Unless and until you can identify what you're dealing with, you can never gain an edge. Siyempre, kung hindi mo naiintindihan yung problema, like for example, you do not understand English. Hindi ka nakakaintindi ng English, hindi mo maintindihan yung problema, no? So, dugtong-dugtong yan, Getting access to the detailed image is of great importance. That's true. May mga instances na sa isang problema, may mga clues, pero nakatago. So you have to look into the details of all these clues na matatagpuan sa problem. When you define the problem, you simply get your hands on what's actually wrong. You can begin by extracting the principal segments of the challenge. Also, take assumptions. Yes, kailangan meron din tayong mga ina-assume, sometimes, but our assumptions must be based on facts, based on what is in the problem. Data as well as hypothesis into consideration. Ask the right questions. If you're having issues with the performance of your employees, one might think it's the human error. Sample niya kasi business, because this is business side. Well, if you stress upon carefully, you might find a lack of training or unbearable workload, the real issues. Ayan, kasi sabi niya, if you're having issues with the performance of your employees, yung iba daw iisipin na human error yon, kasalanan ng employee. Hindi, pero kung titignan mo, baka hindi naman pala talaga kasalanan ng employee. Baka mamaya naman pala sobrang dami na ng workload, unbearable na yung workload ng mga employees, kaya bumababa yung kanilang performance. So, hindi issue sa employee. Okay? Baka mamaya nasa employer pala yung real issues. Number 2, brainstorming. It is of the most popular and proven problem-solving stage. Brainstorming is one of the most effective ways leaders solve problems. That's true. Kasi nga, di ba, lalo na tayo dito sa Pilipinas, hindi magkakatulad ang ating mga ideas. May idea ka, baka mamaya may mas magandang idea pala yung mga kasamahan mo. You brainstorm para mag-come up kayo into the best idea. And then, magsama-samahin nyo yung idea ninyo, paano nyo masosolve yung isang particular na problema. Ayan na yun. Picking the best strategy. So, out of all those ideas, you pick the best strategy, and then from that strategy, you deploy the solution for you to be able to arrive in a certain answer from the challenge. So that's the 4 stages of problem solving: understanding, brainstorming, strategy, and solution. We move on to the 5 well-known problem-solving techniques. Okay, 5 well-known problem-solving techniques. The first one is listing the obstacles. Problem-solving starts when you start exploring each and every possibility of a problem. As a matter of fact, problems are rarely isolated. People with high problem-solving ability often take a detailed view of the involved issues. Further, they jot down all the possible potential factors which can further get in the way of a proposed solution. Napakahalaga talaga ng pagsusulat, ano? Napakahalaga na nagsusulat ka. You list the obstacles. Okay? Ganun din, halimbawa, ang problema mo, time management. Hindi ba para ma-solve yung problema mo when it comes to time management? Gumawa ka ng schedule, isulat mo yung mga dapat mong gawin in that particular day. Meron kang bucket list ng mga dapat mong gawin in that particular day. And in that manner, in that sense, nagkakaroon ka ng guide. Nagkakaroon ka tuloy ng tinitignan kung ano pa yung mga hindi mo nagagawa at dapat mong gawin. So, malaking tulong siya. Number 2, finding the golden opportunities. Ayan, sabi nga natin, opportunities ay dumarating lang minsan sa buhay ng tao. Pag dumating na yung opportunities na yon, gold opportunities, wag mo na siyang palagpasin. Ayan. Then reverse engineer the problem. Ayan, may mga pagkakataon naman na kailangan mo lang palang baliktarin, Kailangan mong i-deconstruct yung problem para ma-solve mo siya. And then, staying open-minded. Di ba? Hindi pwede na nakasarado yung isipan mo into other possibilities. You stay your mind open para mag-absorb ng iba pang mga opportunities, para mag-adapt ng iba pang mga strategies. So, keep that mind open. And then number 5, an uninterested observer. It would be evident to mention that when we are stuck on a problem, our mind has a tendency to stick to the same. Totoo naman yun, may mga pagkakataon na pag hindi mo talaga siya masolve, parang gusto mo nang tigilan. Dapat hindi ganun. Kung may problema ka na gusto mong masolve, you have to stick with it. You have to stick with solving those problems. Okay, so those are the 5 well-known problem-solving techniques. 5 yun, And then, obstacle you might encounter solving a problem. Ito na yung mga habang nagsosolve tayo ng mga problema, may mga challenges pa. There are also obstacles, Of course, the art of problem-solving techniques plus 2. May mga kahinaan talaga yan. Nobody's perfect. Nothing is perfect aside from our Creator, our God Almighty. There can be a considerable number of obstacles that might hamper your ability to solve a problem quickly and more efficiently. Most of the obstacles are mental in nature, and these can range from irrelevant information, wrong assumptions, as well as functional fixedness. Totoo naman. Diba? Meron talaga, kasi meron kang alam, akala mo yun yung tama. Ngayon, ina-apply mo, hindi ka tuloy makapag-solve ng tama. Kasi nga, yung alam mong tama ay hindi pala tama. So, sometimes we have to unlearn things for us to really solve a certain problem. Okay? Number 1. Ito na yung number 1 obstacle. Misleading information. May mga information talaga na ililigaw kayo. May mga problema talaga na may mga given variables or may mga given known variables na ililigaw ka. Yun, parte talaga yun. Kahit sa tunay na buhay natin. Halimbawa, akala mo tumutulong siya sa'yo pero inililigaw ka lang pala niya. Okay? Mindset is number 2. Totoo naman yan. This is another obstacle which involve people making use of solutions which have worked in the past. Kasi nga, sinasabi mo, kasi ganito yung ginawa namin noon. Noon pa yon, maybe marami nang nagbago, Marami nang naiba. Kaya baka hindi na applicable yung mga solution mo nung mga nakaraan. Okay? Sabi nga natin, change is constant. Only change is constant in this world. Yung pagbabago lang daw, ano? Kaya, even yung strategies natin when it comes to problem solving, pwede nang mabago ngayon. Imagine when we were in elementary, pinagbibilang tayo, tinuturuan tayo magbilang, hindi tayo pinagagamit ng calculator, pag nag-a-add, nagsusubtract, multiply, and divide. Because that is a training for us to know the concept of the 4 basic operations. But when we get into higher mathematics, when we were in high school, we've been allowed already to use calculators. Why? Because ang assumption is that we already know the 4 basic operations. So nagka-calculator na tayo because para mas mapadali yung mga bata. Okay? And then number 3, functional fixedness. It is a state of mind which makes an individual see their problems in a customary manner. Iba-iba tayo ng pananaw sa mga problema. Iba-iba tayo ng pagtingin dyan. Para sa'yo, mahirap, pero para sa iba, madali lang. Okay? Functional fixedness can prevent you from exploring all the options in hand. O kaya naman, dahil ito na yung nakasanayan mo na paraan ng pagsosolve, ito na yung lagi mong ginagamit. Ano? Kaya, kasi mas komportable ka dyan. Like for example, in solving quadratic equations. In solving quadratic equations, we have different ways of solving that particular function. Pwedeng completing the square, pwedeng factoring, pwede rin namang using the quadratic formula. So kung saan ka mas nadadalian, yun ang gagamitin mo, no? Kung alin ang mas applicable para sa'yo, yun ang ginagamit mo. So functional fixedness. So those are the 3 obstacles that you might encounter solving a problem. So there you go, the 5 problem-solving strategies to become a better problem solver. I hope and I pray that you learn something with this article from slidemodel.com. I hope that everybody is doing well in your own respective home. See you all soon. Keep safe and God bless you all.